Indonesia, land of many islands and volcanoes. During this series, we will tackle 3 different islands. First will be the exotic island of Bali. Then we'll dive deep into the Indonesian culture in Java. And finally, we'll do some relaxing on the Gili Air Islands. So sit back, relax, and let's go climb a volcano together. The world is our compass, wherever it may take us. Up some ancient steps of Machu Picchu to a crazy train ride in Sri Lanka. We want to experience something different. Something out of the ordinary. So join us on our adventures. Our SteinVentures. So we just got to Bali right now after 32 hours from Dallas. So we're about to start our adventure. Check it out, we're at the airport. Yes, you heard that right. 32 hours later and we finally made it to Bali. With little sleep, we arrived at Bali at around 11:30 a.m. Indonesia time. But we didn't care about the sleep. We were on a high, excited to see a different country we've never been to. The sights were foreign to us, and there seemed to be an abundance of scooters passing us by. A lot. Travel tip: before traveling to Indonesia, download the Grab app. It makes it super convenient to travel within the country, and it's cheap. Our first stop of the day would be a batik shop. Indonesians seem to have a knack for this sort of art. The technique originated from Java. Batik is made either by drawing dots and lines of wax with a spouted tool called a canting, or by printing the wax with a copper stamp called a cap. The applied wax resists dyes and therefore allows the artist to color selectively by soaking the cloth in one color, removing the wax with boiling water, and repeating if multiple colors are desired. Their shop was huge and filled with plenty of inventory. We couldn't resist ourselves and ended up buying 2 batiks. Back into the car we go, further up the road. Where to next? Our driver was super excited about the next stop. He wanted us to try their unusual local coffee. This is the Negari Luwak coffee shop. And what a pleasant surprise this little place was. The shop was right off the main road, but once you enter the property, it suddenly became calm and quiet. This is a unique coffee shop. They specialize in a different kind of coffee. Let me explain how they brew this bean differently. Of course, it starts with the bean. This is where it goes off the normal path of brewing. The bean is fed to this little guy. He's a local. He's called a Luwak. From here, the Luwak poops out the beans. It looks like this, solid. And surprisingly, it doesn't smell like poop. Next, they will roast the beans and make them nice and toasty. From here, we go to their fancy outdoor tasting room. This is where we would get a demonstration of how the beans are brewed.
And Andy's going to join us. Right, Andy? You're going to join us? Okay.
Andy was our tour guide.
Sweet potato. For the sweet husband.
And this is a little coffee we prepare here.
Oh, this is how she's going to prepare it.
Am I crazy for wanting to taste this?
Cheers. There we go.
So how is the taste of the Luwak coffee?
It's very hot.
Yeah. And it's very smooth.
They told us that this is the most expensive coffee on the island, just because of the way it was produced. We also got to try out a variety of normal coffee.
She got us. She's buying up the whole store. Can you believe that?
We ended up buying some Luwak coffee and my wife's favorite of the day, avocado coffee. They have a variety of coffee you can choose from, so pick wisely. Or buy up the whole store, whatever your little heart desires. Oh, and they even have a little entertainment on the premise. Self-taught.
Nice.
Thank you very
Take a
much.
bow.
It's about 2:50 in the morning and we're about to go hiking on the Mount Batur volcano. It's super early in the morning, but what a morning it's going to be. If and only if the weather behaves itself. It's not very pleasant to hike a mountain in the rain. It takes about an hour from the Padma Hotel to get to the volcano. We chose your Bali trekking tour to go up the mountain.
4:13. We're taking off for the sunrise hike up to Mount Batur, the volcano. We were treated with some coffee and some delicious cookies.
You can probably see the lights up there. That's where we're headed.
Those are all the headlamps
Yeah.
from all the hikers walking.
Once we got closer to the summit, we encounter a traffic jam. Soon after, though, we make it to the top. Made it to the top. We did it.
It's chilly
It's chilly
and windy,
and windy.
but the reward is through the clouds.
Through the clouds. Travel tip: take a jacket. You'll need it at the top. Yes, parts of Bali are cold. So it's a lot warmer on this side. The volcano's over here, but on the other side where we were, it was cold. This is pretty cool. You can actually see the steam coming from the ground. Half the group spent most of the time on this side of the hut, at least until the clouds would go away and reveal the amazing view we were all hoping for.
I got it. Oh, yes.
Would the clouds disappear though? Or did we do this hike for nothing? Half an hour went by and the clouds were still as thick as snow. We all continued to wait patiently and waited and waited. The clouds were being stubborn. Then a miracle happens. The wind picks up a bit and the clouds begin to dissipate, revealing the view we've all been waiting for. It was absolutely breathtaking. It turned out the hike wasn't for nothing. Actually turned out to be a great day. And the view that we missed coming up from the mountain, well, we definitely got to see it in all its glory coming down. This is a strenuous hike, so if you have knee problems, back problems, or any kind of problems, it may not be a very good idea doing this trek. The last thing you want is to be stuck on the side of a steep volcano. We were all definitely tuckered out by the end of our morning trek. The countryside was beautiful, but I was super glad to see the finish line. Now, where can we get some more of that Luwak coffee? Well, it just so happens our next stop on our tour would be more of that Luwak coffee. Sign me up. Half an hour later and we would reach our rest our weary leg bones pit stop. Sit down and enjoy a nice cup of Bali freshness. Welcome to Segara Windu Coffee Plantation. This place was very similar to our first coffee plantation we visited. Peaceful, relaxing. It was just a great way to rest from that hike. I mean, coffee is always a good idea. Our final stop of the day was an unscheduled stop. See that big giant fruit in the tree? That is called Durian, one of the smelliest fruits in the world. And I don't mean that in a good way. Let's just try to get past the smell and take a bite.
Do you highly recommend it?
I don't highly recommend it. Now is my wife's turn. Plug that nose, take that bite.
Really?
What do you think?
Okay.
See what I mean?
Okay, now it's good.
Yeah.
But sometimes people they say really good, but sometimes they don't like also.
So it's like when you first get into it, it's not, you're like, oh, I don't know about it. And then you start tasting it, like, okay, it's not bad, but it's not like
Yeah, it's very mushy. I'm not crazy about the consistency, but I can still smell it from my mouth, and the smell is not, the smell's like everybody says. You know?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Samantha.
All right.
Bye, Juba.
Okay.
On the next SteinVentures, we give you a tour of our fabulous resort, Padma Resort in Ubud. From their unique infinity pool to their beautiful grounds. We'll explore by bike and say hi to the locals. They even have a small petting zoo at this amazing place. So see why Padma was one of the best resorts we've stayed at in the world. Thank you for watching our adventures. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. You won't be sorry. We got plenty more videos to show off. Thank you again.